Hello, my amazing friends. Today, I have a book summary that will change your perspective and the way you think about power, influence, and success. This book will not only help you understand human nature, but it will also improve your English listening skills and introduce you to new vocabulary and phrases. Let me tell you something shocking. 85% of millionaires and billionaires read books. That's right. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk. All of them are obsessed with books. Did you know Warren Buffett reads for 5 to 6 hours a day? Bill Gates reads 50 books a year. Why? Because books are the greatest source of knowledge, wisdom, and power. And today, I am bringing you one of the most famous and powerful books ever written. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This book is not about being evil or manipulating others. No, it's about understanding how power works so that you don't get fooled or controlled by others. It teaches you how successful and powerful people think, and how to use these principles in real life to become smarter, stronger, and more successful. So, my friends, are you ready to learn the secrets of power and success? Let's start. Law 1. Never outshine the master. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is making your boss, teacher, or leader feel insecure. If you are too smart, too talented, or too capable, they might see you as a threat and try to push you down. For example, imagine you start a new job and you are very talented. Your boss notices that you are better than them at certain things. Instead of feeling happy, they start feeling insecure. What happens? They try to suppress you or even fire you. Lesson: always make your boss or superior feel like they are in control. Show respect and make them feel important. This way they will support you instead of competing with you. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn to use enemies. Many people think, my friends will always support me. But this is a dangerous mistake. Sometimes friends can betray you out of jealousy. Enemies, on the other hand, have something to prove. Do you know who the greatest emperor of France was? Napoleon Bonaparte. When Napoleon needed a general, he didn't trust his closest friends. He hired his former enemies. Why? Because enemies work harder to prove themselves, while friends can become lazy or envious. Lesson: don't blindly trust people just because they are friends. Sometimes, an enemy can be more useful than a friend. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Never let people know what you are planning. If people know your next move, they can stop you or take advantage of you. Imagine you are negotiating a business deal. If you show your true intentions, the other person can manipulate you. Instead, keep your plans mysterious. This will make people respect and fear you. Lesson: be unpredictable. If people don't know your plans, they can't control you. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. Powerful people speak less and listen more. When you talk too much, you lose control. Think about the greatest leaders in history. Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos. They speak carefully. Every word they say has power. Lesson: the less you say, the more powerful you appear. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Your reputation is your greatest asset. If people respect and trust you, doors will open for you. If your reputation is damaged, everything will fall apart. Think of Elon Musk. He's famous for being bold and innovative. That's why investors trust him. If his reputation was bad, no one would give him money. Lesson: protect your reputation at all costs. Never let people spread bad things about you. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. People who stay silent and invisible are forgotten. If you want success and power, you need to stand out. Look at Tesla and Apple. Their marketing is bold and unique. That's why people pay attention to them. Lesson: find ways to attract attention in a positive way. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This does not mean being lazy. It means learning to delegate tasks and using teamwork wisely. You know, Henry Ford didn't invent the car, but he perfected mass production by using the skills of other experts. Lesson: work smart. Use people's talents to your advantage. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Instead of chasing people, make them come to you. This gives you power and control. In dating, if you are too desperate, people lose interest. But if you make yourself a prize, people will chase you. Lesson: be strategic and make people want to come to you. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Actions speak louder than words. Instead of arguing, prove yourself through results. Michael Jordan never argued about being the best. He proved it on the basketball court. Lesson: let your actions speak for you. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Stay away from negative and toxic people. Their negativity will spread to you. Lesson: surround yourself with successful and positive people. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. If people need you, they can't betray you. If they don't need you, they will replace you. The secret to power is making yourself valuable and necessary. Imagine you are working in a company. If you are the only one who knows how to handle the most important tasks, your boss can never fire you. But if you do only common work that many others can do, they can replace you at any time. Lesson: always develop rare skills. Become so valuable that people can't let you go. Law 12. Use selective honesty to disarm your enemies. If you always tell the truth, people can predict you. But if you use honesty strategically, you can gain trust and control situations. A salesman trying to sell an expensive car might say, "Honestly, this car is costly and I won't push you to buy it. But I personally love it because it lasts for years and gives the best performance." What happens? The customer believes him more because he seems honest and not pushy. But in reality, the honesty was used to make the sale stronger. Lesson: a small dose of honesty at the right time can make people trust you completely. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to self-interest, never to gratitude. People don't help you because they like you. They help you because they get something in return. Imagine you need money for your business. Instead of saying, "Please help me, I need support," say, "If you invest, you will double your money in 1 year." Now the person helps not out of kindness but because they see a benefit. Lesson: if you need help, show how the other person will benefit, not just why you need it. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. If you know people's weaknesses, fears, and secrets, you control them. The best way to learn about people? Act like their friend. Imagine two business rivals. One acts friendly and asks personal questions. "How's your business going? What's your biggest challenge?" The other person, thinking it's a normal conversation, shares their business struggles. Now the first person has valuable information that they can use to defeat their competition. Lesson: listen more than you speak. Observe, ask smart questions, and gather information. Knowledge is power. Law 15. Crush your enemy completely. If you leave an enemy half defeated, they will come back stronger and destroy you later. In ancient history, Julius Caesar never left his enemies alive. He knew that if he showed mercy, they would return and seek revenge. Instead, he completely destroyed them, ensuring they could never threaten him again. Lesson: never leave problems or threats half-solved. If something is a danger to you, eliminate it completely. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. If you are always available, people stop valuing you. If you disappear for some time, people will miss you and respect you more. Imagine a celebrity who gives too many interviews. People get bored of them. But if they stay away for a year and then return with something big and exciting, people pay attention again. Lesson: don't always be available. Create a little mystery. It makes you more valuable. Law 17. Keep others in suspense. If people can predict your next move, they can control or defeat you. If you are unpredictable, they fear you. Imagine a football player who always uses the same trick. Opponents will quickly learn how to stop him. But if he changes his strategy each time, no one can predict his next move. Lesson: be mysterious and unpredictable. It keeps people off balance and gives you an advantage. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. If you cut yourself off from people, you lose information, power, and opportunities. A king who locks himself in a castle thinking he is safe is actually blind to what's happening outside. Eventually, his enemies gather power and attack him. Always stay connected with people. The more information and relationships you have, the stronger you become. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Some people forgive mistakes, while others never forget. If you insult or offend the wrong person, they will destroy you later. A businessman once humiliated his assistant in public. That assistant worked in silence for years, but when he got power, he ruined his former boss's career out of revenge. Lesson: always be careful with words and actions. Some people are dangerous enemies when offended. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. If you always take sides, you become stuck and limited. Powerful people remain neutral and make both sides compete for their attention. A smart employee never fully takes sides in office politics. Instead, he keeps good relations with both groups. When a promotion comes, both sides want him, and he wins. Lesson: stay independent. When people compete for you, you have more power. Law 21. Enter action with boldness. When you decide to do something, do it with confidence and full energy. If you act with hesitation, people will doubt you. But if you act boldly, people will respect and follow you. In life, those who hesitate or act timidly often lose opportunities. But those who take action with courage and determination achieve success. Even if you make mistakes, boldness will help you recover. People respect confidence. If you believe in yourself, others will believe in you too. It reduces fear. Bold action stops overthinking and self-doubt. It increases opportunities. Bold people take risks and achieve great things. For example, you want to start a business, but you keep doubting yourself. Meanwhile, someone else starts and becomes successful. Boldness helps you take action before it's too late. No matter what you do in life, act with boldness, and the world will open doors for you. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. If you can't win, don't fight harder. Instead, step back and surrender. This makes the enemy feel victorious, but in reality, you are waiting for the right moment to strike. During a war, a small army pretended to surrender. The enemy thought, "We've won," so they lowered their defenses. But at night, the small army attacked by surprise and took back control. Lesson: sometimes giving up temporarily is the best strategy to win in the long run. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. You achieve more power when you focus all your energy on one goal instead of wasting energy on too many things. For example, a student wanted to master English, but he was also trying to learn French, Spanish, and Chinese at the same time. Because of this, he struggled with all of them. But when he decided to focus only on English, he improved faster than ever before. Lesson: focus your time and energy on one major goal, and you will achieve success faster. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. A courtier is someone who survives in royal courts by being charming, careful, and diplomatic. In modern life, people who succeed in offices and business do the same. In a company, 2 employees were equally talented. One was rude and direct, while the other knew how to speak respectfully and build relationships. When it was time for a promotion, who got it? The second one, because he played the game of power smartly. Lesson: be polite, build relationships, and know how to navigate social situations. This gives you an edge in life. Law 25. Recreate yourself. You don't have to stay the same forever. If you are not happy with your life, change yourself. Powerful people constantly reinvent themselves. Arnold Schwarzenegger started as a bodybuilder, then became a movie star, and later became a politician. If he had stayed in just one role, he wouldn't have reached such heights. Lesson: if your current life is not what you want, you have the power to reinvent yourself. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Never let people see you as the villain. If something negative happens, make sure your reputation stays clean. A CEO knew his company needed massive layoffs, but instead of making the decision himself, he hired a consultant to announce the job cuts. When people got angry, they blamed the consultant, not him. Lesson: keep your image clean, even when making tough decisions. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. People love leaders who give them hope and a vision. If you make people believe in you, they will follow you blindly. Steve Jobs wasn't just selling phones and computers, he was selling a vision of the future. That's why Apple customers became loyal followers. Lesson: if you want influence, give people a dream, a vision, and something to believe in. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. If you act with hesitation, people lose confidence in you. But if you act boldly, people believe you know what you are doing. 2 men entered a negotiation. One spoke softly, hesitating in his words. The other spoke confidently, making clear statements. Who won? The bold one, because confidence creates power. Lesson: whatever you do, do it with full confidence. Even if you are unsure, act boldly. Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. Most people think only about today, but powerful people think ahead and prepare for the future. A business owner was excited to open a new shop but didn't think about future challenges like taxes and competition. After 6 months, he failed. Meanwhile, another business owner planned for every possible problem, so when trouble came, he was ready. Lesson: before starting anything big, think about long-term consequences and plan everything properly. Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. If you show how hard you worked, people may respect you. But if you make success look easy, people admire you even more. A magician never says, "I practiced for 10 years to do this trick." Instead, he performs effortlessly, making people amazed and curious. Lesson: hide the hard work behind your success and let it look natural and effortless. Law 31. Control the options. Get others to play the cards. You deal. The best way to have power over people is not to force them, but to make them think they have a choice, even when they don't. Parent asks their child, "Do you want to clean your room before dinner or after dinner?" The child thinks they have a choice, but in reality, cleaning the room is not optional. Lesson: give people two choices, both leading to what you want. They feel in control, but you are actually controlling the outcome. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. People don't always want the truth. They want hope, dreams, and excitement. Luxury brands don't sell just watches or cars, they sell a lifestyle. They make people believe, if you buy this, you will feel powerful and successful. This fantasy makes customers willing to spend millions. Lesson: if you can inspire people's imagination, they will trust and follow you. Law 33. Discover each man's weak spot. Every person has a weakness, something they desperately want. A company needed to win over a powerful businessman. Instead of offering money, they researched his interests and found that he loved rare paintings. They gave him a limited edition artwork, and he immediately became their loyal partner. Lesson: everyone has a desire or weakness. Find it, and you gain control. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. If you carry yourself with confidence, people will respect and follow you. But if you act small, people will treat you as unimportant. A young man dressed like a successful businessman spoke with confidence and entered a high-profile event. People assumed he was a VIP and treated him with great respect, even though he was just an intern. Lesson: act powerful and important, and the world will believe you are powerful. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Success is not just about working hard. It's about doing things at the right time. Two investors were interested in buying stocks. One rushed in too early and the price dropped, causing huge losses. The second waited for the perfect moment and bought at the lowest price, making a huge profit. Lesson: power comes from knowing when to act and when to wait. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. If someone tries to insult you or rejects you, don't react with anger. Just ignore them completely. Nothing bothers people more than being ignored. A young actor was rejected from a major movie role. Instead of complaining, he acted like he didn't care and focused on improving himself. A year later, he became so famous that the same producers begged him to work with them. Lesson: if someone tries to hurt you, don't give them the satisfaction of a reaction. Just become so successful that they regret it. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. People remember dramatic actions and bold gestures more than words. If you want to influence people, create something unforgettable. Lesson: if you want to make an impact, don't just talk, do something big and unforgettable. Law 38. Think as you like but behave like others. Even if you think differently, don't show it openly. Blend in with people until the right moment to reveal your true ideas. A young employee had revolutionary ideas for improving the company. But instead of challenging his boss immediately, he waited, learned the system, and gained trust. After a few years, when he was in a powerful position, he introduced his ideas successfully. Lesson: people fear what is different. First, blend in, and when you have enough power, you can change the game. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. When people are angry or emotional, they make mistakes. If you want to win, stay calm while your enemies lose control. During a debate, one candidate stayed calm and focused, while the other got emotional and started yelling. Who won? The calm one, because he appeared more powerful and in control. Lesson: if you make your enemy emotional, they will lose focus and make bad decisions. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. If something is free, it usually comes with a hidden cost. Powerful people pay for quality and never rely on freebies. A businessman was offered a free investment deal. It sounded great, but later, he found out he had signed a contract that gave away his company's rights. Lesson: nothing is truly free. Always check for hidden conditions before accepting anything. Laws 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. If you follow in the footsteps of a great leader, you will always be compared to them. Instead of trying to be like them, you must create your own path. Imagine a young CEO takes over a famous company after a legendary founder. If he tries to copy the founder, people will say, he's not as good. But if he creates his own vision, people will respect him as a leader in his own right. Lesson: don't live in someone else's shadow. Become the first version of yourself, not the second version of someone else. Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. In every group, there is one person who influences everyone else. If you remove that person, their followers will fall apart. In a company, one employee was spreading negativity and turning others against management. The boss didn't fire the entire team. He simply removed the main troublemaker. After that, the team became peaceful and productive. Lesson: if you have a problem with a group, don't fight everyone. Just deal with the leader and the rest will follow. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Powerful people don't force obedience. They win people's trust and loyalty. When people believe in you, they will follow you willingly. A boss who only gives orders gets resentment. But a boss who listens, understands, and inspires his team will have loyal employees who work harder out of respect and admiration. Lesson: true power is not about fear. It's about earning people's respect and loyalty. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. People hate seeing their own flaws. If you mirror their behavior, they will feel uncomfortable and lose control. Like a manager was always interrupting employees during meetings. Instead of arguing, one employee started interrupting the manager in the same way. The manager quickly realized how annoying it was and stopped doing it. Lesson: if someone is being rude or unfair, don't fight them. Just show them their own behavior, and they will correct themselves. Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never too much at once. People fear sudden change. If you want to introduce something new, do it slowly so they can accept it. A company wanted to switch from paper-based work to digital systems. Instead of forcing the change overnight, they introduced small digital improvements each month. Over time, employees adapted naturally without resistance. Lesson: if you want change, introduce it gradually, so people feel comfortable and in control. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. If you seem too perfect, people will feel jealous and threatened. It's okay to show your strengths, but you must also appear relatable so that people don't secretly plot against you. A successful entrepreneur was rich, smart, and respected, but instead of acting superior, he always admitted his mistakes and shared his struggles. This made people admire him instead of envy him. Lesson: if you want power, don't make others feel small or insecure. Instead, make them feel inspired and connected to you. Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. Know when to stop. Many people become greedy and push too far, which leads to destruction. A man was negotiating a business deal. He got a great offer, but he wanted more and more. In the end, the deal collapsed, and he lost everything. If he had stopped at the right moment, he would have won big. Lesson: success is not just about winning. It's about knowing when to stop and secure your victory. Law 48. Assume formlessness. The most powerful people are adaptable. They don't stick to one plan. They change and evolve based on the situation. A warrior went into every battle with the same strategy. At first he won, but soon his enemies learned his tactics and defeated him. A smarter warrior changed his strategy every time and always stayed ahead. Lesson: if you want power, don't be rigid. Be flexible, adaptable, and unpredictable. My amazing friends, you now have all 48 laws that powerful people use to influence, succeed, and win in life. But remember, power is not just about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself, making smart choices, and becoming the best version of you. The ultimate power is in your hands. And the difference between successful people and those who stay the same is action. So today, I challenge you. Pick 3 laws that inspired you the most. Comment below which law you will apply first. Take action now. Because knowledge without action is just wasted potential. Books change lives, and this book can change yours. If you found value in this, like this video so more people can learn these powerful lessons. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because we have many more life-changing books coming your way. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear this. Let's build a community of powerful, intelligent, and successful people together. Remember, the future belongs to those who learn, adapt, and take action. So go out there and be powerful. See you in the next video. Stay motivated, stay inspired.